ice cream. Good morning. It's Sunday morning. This is tax day. Except we don't pay taxes on the Lord's Day, so they can do it some other time. Look at that wheelbarrow full of flowers. Pretty. Going for a wheelbarrow. Uh-oh, there's my friend. Dumboni. Yeah, going to church. Hope you're going too. Looks to be a nice day in Oregon, which is where I'm at. So that has more to do with me than you. But I hope you're having a nice day too. It's funny to think that I can sit here in my truck and talk to this little flip minnow. Whoop, see? And see? Oh, you can't see that. Oh, it's looking at me. I can see myself in the viewfinder through the rearview mirror. Early morning tennis player. Look at that. Playing tennis in the park at 8 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning. I used to have to go in at 6:30 on Sunday morning to get ready. I'm breezing these days. I guess this is kind of a semi-retirement for me. I don't know. We're just doing everything a little later in the day. Dumpster's full. I thought YouTube should probably get a thrill out of that. But it is interesting to think that I could be sitting here in this truck on the way to church this morning talking to my flip minnow, and somebody from China could click on a YouTube video and actually see where I'm at and where I'm going. And that little dog peeing on that red bush and everything. It's just amazing, the world we live in today. Think about it. For thousands of years, people have walked wherever they're going, leading their camel behind them with whatever they had to pack around for the day or whatever, you know. And when they got real modern, the last few centuries, they'd ride their horse instead of walking part of the time. But you know, that's a bit of a chore, keeping a horse. You gotta feed that thing and clean up after it. All sorts of stuff. If you ever had a horse, you'd know what a chore that would be. If it wasn't for human greed, having an automobile wouldn't be any problem for a human being at all. But they've got it now so that you have to pay $4 for a gallon of gas, so you got to go out and work your butt off to be able to drive the thing. You're required by law to insure it at exorbitant rates, even if you never have a wreck or anything, just in case you do. Excuse me, it's $4.08 a gallon over there now this morning at the Shell station. $4.06 at the Chevron. And rising, I'm sure. But, you know, that's how it is. I woke up this morning thinking about how awful it is that I have so many things I have to worry about. It's like having a business running my life. I got to have 2 tenants in my house, one rent in the basement, one rent in a spare room, just so I can afford to be able to work for the guy I work for 40 hours a week down at the printer repair place, you know. It's crazy. Now I'm going over to church to unlock the doors over here. I guess I'm donating my salary over here, so that don't really count as work, but it still gets me out of bed in the morning on Sundays, you know what I mean? I seem to be the only one there that the Lord has put in place to do this kind of thing at our church anyway, so I'm kind of blessed about that. And that's a good thing, you know, being blessed by the Lord, for sure. So I like like it. You know, that's better than having $100 an hour for doing it. Just being blessed by the Lord for doing something. There's the park over there. It's pretty cool. There's going to be a nature walk over there with Ruth today from our church. She's going to go over to the Fano Creek Park down by the City of Tiger at the library, the other end of the park down there. Fool around looking at birds and frogs and whatever she can find. She's good at that stuff, I can just tell from her Facebook posts. I'd get a kick out of going over there if it wasn't right in the middle of my nap time. I had to adjust my whole day to do it. I probably better do that. A lot of her walks and whatever, nature walks, are over in Aloha and different places. This one's kind of close to home, so be a good one to go on. Let's go. Let's do it. 2:30, Tigard City Library. You can be there. Let's bring the whole YouTube crowd. That's just silly. I won't even have this uploaded by then. I'm sorry you guys had to miss it. It's my fault. Well, not really. I gotta go to church. That's more important than YouTube anyway. Y'all ever been to church? Read something interesting this morning. There's a lot of people who are believing a lie about whether God is real. There's a lot of people that believe God about whether He's real. And the truth is going to be the final judge. Kind of leaves it saying that we're responsible for our own souls, doesn't it? Well, a little late today. It's 8:06 and I'm just getting to church. I better go open up the door for the cook first. There's the bus. See? There's the church. There's the van. Let's see if the cook's here. He's not here yet. I beat him. Alright, let's go in here and make him think we've been here all morning. See if we can get away with it. Hang on. I'm gonna work fast here. Just a goose. The goose is loose. No big deal. Nothing to worry about. He was honking at his partner who was standing on the Family Life Center roof this morning. That's all I know. The rest of it is just hearsay. I'm here, so that's what I say. Whee! Alright, I'm gonna settle down now. Down like the three little pigs. Going wee, wee, wee all the way home. Have you ever noticed how much people repeat themselves when they just go through a day? It's pretty much just one thing after another, but always something you've done before, pretty much. But somehow God has engineered the man's thoughts so that, I don't know what he did with women's thoughts, I don't try to understand that, but engineered a man's thoughts so that we live our lives in a state where we believe that we're having new thoughts all the time. Maybe we are. I don't know. It's interesting anyway. It's interesting being alive, I tell you. Keeps me jumping. I'm going over here to pick up one of our church people. Give him a short ride to church, so he doesn't have to wear his walker out going all the way over on it. My truck's got more horsepower than that walker anyway. It's just a good thing to do, you know.
Yeah, Mom, I can see your face if you're gonna.
Yeah.
And there was a little baby, 12 months or something.
Yeah.
The father comes in, what I got. He got this new kind of Pepsi that's 60% less sugar. And they're drinking it and saying, well, that's really good. I think she took a movie picture of him drinking it. Then behind her, this little kid was doing handsprings and walking on his hands. And she's taking a picture of her husband drinking that Pepsi.
Yeah.
My mom would really like to see this. That's very funny. Mom would like to see the kid.